Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and I have one of the coolest RAV4s here. One of the most expensive ones, but also one of the best ones. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what makes this RAV4 special, what I like about it, a couple things I don't like about it. Let's go ahead and get started on the exterior before we go for a drive. So this is in a really nice bright red color. I love the little blue accents on the Toyota badge, right? And then we come around, we see the nice little fog lamp going on there. Nice little light signature here. Really, it's a good looking RAV4, to be honest with you. And yeah, pretty big fan of that. We have some Yokohama tires here. We're going to have the plug-in hybrid. This is a plug-in hybrid system. We'll have it back over here. We'll talk more about that door if I can open it. So this is the plug-in for the house adapter, right? And so you plug this in, plug it in your house, charge it up. You get 42 miles of range, if I remember correctly. It was like, I think 42 was the max. But yeah, so there you go. The plug's there. Coming in the back, we have a nice little style lines here. XSC, Prime going on there with the tail. And then we had the blue covering here. So when we open this up, I also have some blacked out bumpers here. Toyota spelled out. I left my golf bag in here. I just got back from a trip. I need to empty this, but I thought it'd be good a comparison to see as far as room back here. I mean, look how much space I have for a little compact SUV. Full golf bag. I can fit a couple of these if I wanted to. My roller bag back here, tons of space, like I said. And you can still use that second row seat. So, and we have JBL speakers in here as well. And then a nice big floor mat. So we'll close this up right about here. That's going to come down. And then we have the gas on this side, which is a lever to open that one. But back here, I want to show off the second row for just a second. Move the snow brush. It's still kind of snowy in here. I do have some 2.1 amps in there. I have some vents there, and I have a heated seat button here, which is kind of nice for the second row. And sitting back here, ta-da! I have like plenty of headroom, and it's pretty comfortable for me. And I'm 5'7", and I fit pretty decent. Even with the second seat folded down, I still got plenty of hip room, and yeah. And look at that big window. Oh, look at the hawk. The hawk is out hunting. All right, so that's what's going on back here. I also have a big moonroof here too. Again, a really pricey RAV4. You get $7,500 off because it is a plug-in hybrid. Let's go check out the front. So that plus 42 miles of range, a really fast 0 to 60. I don't know. It's got, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, well, maybe it's just, maybe it could be right. Maybe it could be right for you. But I'm going to take and flip it around. That way I get the sun glare off the front instruments. I can show you what's going on without you seeing all sorts of sun glare. That's not good. Okay, let's talk about the front. So I have some seat buttons for memory seats. I have all my controls here. Controls over here, especially a heated steering wheel, which I've used a few times here. Been a little chilly lately. I have a new gauge. So I have the tach is replaced with a power, eco, and charge, whether I'm charging the battery or not. And then I have the fuel and a temperature gauge over here. And then battery gauge shows me how much power the battery is fully charged or not. You can see our total average was 27.8 over 368 miles, which is what they drove up here with. So, you know, that's pretty close. I don't know. It's sort of close because I didn't use any EV miles. You can see with EV miles. So this is where it gets weird, right? Electricity plus gasoline is supposed to be 94 miles per gallon. Gasoline only is supposed to be 38 miles per gallon. And then, I was going to show you, so this is 49,461. I got a bunch of features, though. I'm adding about 8,000 in features with premium audio and weather package and some of the premium packages I have inside. And this is built in Aichi, Japan. Obo, Aichi, Japan. So, that's the thing with this, is it's going to be, your fuel economy is going to be all over the place because I believe it has the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. This is a special version of a 2.5. It's been tweaked a little bit to work with this Prime system, which is, again, that onboard power, which is the plug-in system. And it's 302 combined net horsepower. So what's going to be interesting in this is if you drive to work and back, you're going to see your mileage per gallon go really high because you're going to drive EV only. But on road trips, when you're doing like 80 miles an hour like we are out here, you'll see it go down because you're not using an EV. So this is one of those mile per gallon vehicles with a question mark. Just depends how you use it and how you drive it is going to be the driving force whether you like it or not. On the front, this is my only kind of criticism. This just feels like an add-on, like it was stapled to it on top, and it just feels like it's just a little clunky. Some of these are really big knobs. Some of these are small little buttons. So this is like a big shifter and the big knob here. But again, it's kind of out of proportion. I just wish they would have done a little bit different setup. Maybe not so big here. Maybe I don't know what they're supposed to do differently, but it just feels a little bit out of place. I do like the stitching here and the separate little glove box here. That's a big glove box there as well. And I have some storage here. I don't have a lot of storage. I do have some USBs in there. Isn't as big. You know, they probably could have gone a little bit taller than this and added some more storage there. And I have this red striping is great on the inside. Really makes it stand out. And overall, you know, I got a wireless charger. I got some plugins there. I have different drive modes for EV only, or if I want to use the charge and hold the battery, some trail, eco mode, that kind of stuff. So really liking a lot of this stuff. And yeah, $50,000, I mean, I got all the bells and whistles, and I should at that price point for this type of vehicle. But again, it's a weird one. So let's go for a drive. Let's see how it does on the road, and let's see if we can't burn the tires a little bit. Oh, I mean, drive nicely and smoothly and economically for fuel. All right, here you go. Here is the engine, the RAV4 Prime. You can see dipstick's easy to get to. Oil fill's easy to get to. These are the big charging cables that goes back to the battery. That's how hybrids are working, plug-in hybrids working. You have to really upgrade your power supply and your plugs and your wiring. But yeah, everything's really easy to get to. So nice little small engine. That is really good. All right, out on the open road, I'm backing out, and you can hear a little bit of noise. And the reason you can hear the little bit of noise is it's got pedestrian noise it puts out. That way, if you are visually impaired or if you are not so good at hearing or distracted pedestrian walking, you will hear that little bit of noise. And that other noise you're hearing is dirt coming off my tires. I realized it was so muddy out there today. So here we go, we make a right-hand turn. And again, this is crazy how good this is. I mean, that is so fast for a Prime, or for a RAV4. I just did 50 there in a few seconds. Usually the RAV4 I've driven in the past is a really kind of weak powertrain. I would dare I say underpowered in most cases. In this case, it is not underpowered. It definitely has lots of get up and go, and it's much more pleasurable of a drive when you have more horsepower there, especially because you can drive it economically, take your time, do your drive, or you can have fun. And that's just normal mode. That's not even sport mode at all. That's not even like really getting on it. Like, I don't know, trying to do a burnout with it. But anyways, it's really impressive actually. And I've been driving it around a little bit throughout town and on the highways here. I'm going to get to the highway in a second. And I mean, it's dead on center down the road. Like, I just took my hand up for a second, but I mean, it's dead on center steering. You don't have not much steering input involved in trying to get this to move on different lanes. Plus, I have all the Toyota Safety Sense technology, lane departure, adaptive cruise. I have the frontal crash avoidance. I have blind spot. I mean, I have all this stuff, or frontal crash braking. That's what they call it. I have all this Safety Sense technology, so I'm full of safety gear, and I would say the seats are pretty comfortable. They're not too narrow. They're pretty good width for a variety of customers or people buying this. Again, plenty of headroom. No problems there. And I think this is like 12-way adjustable. I can go up, down, back, forth, and then I do have lumbar as well. So yeah, even for $50,000, I know it's fully loaded $50,000. But again, if you take the $7,500 credit, you take whatever state credits you get for the EV as well, you subtract off what you'd save in gas, it creates quite an interesting conversation to be had. You're definitely weighing the pros and cons on this, and suspension. I mean, I'm going over lines in the road, and it's handling it just fine. There's a reason why several journalists I know have bought this, because it's really smooth, really reliable, cost-effective, and you get a good warranty, plus you get all the safe technology in it, and it's easy to get out of, easy for cargo room, tons of space. This is probably Toyota's best 4Runner or RAV4 they have out there. Probably better than 4Runner. This is probably Toyota's best RAV4 they have out there in this trim. Yes, more money, but man, it seems worth it to me. right, there you go. There's my thoughts on a 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. If you're looking for something as a compact crossover that has enough room for the family, is fun to drive, and very economical, and has reliable, and has good safety technology, and I can go and, although it just has a weird screen. It's the only thing I can find wrong with it. So there you go. There's, like I said, there's my thoughts. Check the video out here. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.